Hi friends, let's start today's practice standing and just take a moment to connect with your breath. Close your eyes. Maybe find an intention to hold on to. Perhaps it's for your day or for your practice. Or perhaps you just want to repeat a mantra to yourself such as, I am powerful, I am grounded, I am secure. Whatever it is, just hold on to it while you connect with your breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Then flutter your eyes open. Let's stand at the back of our mats, turning to face the short edge. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold forward, coming into your forward fold. Bend your knees. Really let your head hang heavy. Let go with your neck. Let it all go. Maybe nod yes or no a few times. Good. Then start to walk the legs out, bending one leg at a time while you straighten the other leg. Getting into the hamstrings. Bend both knees again. And then start to straighten them a little bit, but keep a micro bend in them. And then look halfway up, lifting up, finding a flat back. Exhale as you fold. Inhale as you rise to stand with the flat back. Arms come overhead, little back bend. Exhale, arms come by your sides. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back. Arms come overhead, little back bend as you look up. Exhale, arms come down by your sides. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold. This time start to walk your hands out to the front of the mat, coming into your high plank position. Hold your plank. If you need to take a gentler variation, please lower to your knees. Try to find one long line from your top of your head to your heels. Feel as if you're pushing the mat away with your hands and you're lifting your chest. You're lifting it away. You're pushing the earth away, and you're powerful here. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale, starting to fire up the core. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. And inhale, take your cobra, up dog, back bend. Exhale, as you tuck your toes under, shift your hips up and back, down dog. Good, walk your dog here. Bend one knee at a time. Straightening the other leg, getting an alternate hamstring stretch. Push the mat away as you bring your chest closer and closer to your thighs. Let your head be heavy. Let go of any tension in your neck. Good, keep going. One more breath while you're walking your dog. And then on your next inhale, move forward into plank. Hold it, 3 breaths here, so lower to your knees if you need to. Think of the plank line being the front side of your body. So rather than thinking of your backside body being a plank, I want you to feel the front side of your body being one long line from your forehead to your ankles. Think of that line really lifting away from the mat. One more inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog, take your back bend. Exhale, as you shoot your hips up and back, tuck your toes. Down dog, good. This time bend both of your knees and send your tailbone up really high, finding length in your spine. Push the mat away with your hands and with your fingertips, really ground them into the mat. Now with your tailbone lifted very high, start to straighten the legs again, bringing the heels closer to the mat. Remember, you can always keep a bend in the knees if you need to keep it gentle, and you can always open the feet a little wider if you need more space. All right, inhale, come forward into plank. Take one breath, and then drape your heels to the right. As you lift up your left arm coming into side plank, lower your right knee if you need a gentler variation. If you can, stack your left foot on top of your right. And then perhaps take another variation by bringing the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right thigh, or maybe on your right calf. And then from here, let's try to do a flip dog. So bending the top knee, step the left foot behind the right foot. Now you've got this awkward plank. Just lift up your hips and send that left arm reaching towards the front of the room. Then come back to neutral, release the left hand to the mat, take your vinyasa, chaturanga, cobra or up dog, and then back up into down dog. Good, breathe, inhale, and exhale, inhale, exhale, deep inhale through your nose, exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, move forward into plank. Take one breath, inhale, and exhale. Drape both of your heels to the left. Reach your right arm up, coming into side plank, dropping that left knee down if you need to. And then maybe stacking the right foot on top of the left. Perhaps taking a variation where you bend the top knee and place the sole of the right foot on top of that extended leg. Now taking flip dog, stepping the right foot behind you, lifting the hips and reaching the top arm towards the front of the room. And then bring it back down, come to plank, inhale, exhale, chaturanga, inhale, cobra or up dog, exhale, move your hips up and back as you tuck your toes, coming into down dog. Good, bend your knees, look forward in between your hands, and gently step or hop to the top of your mat. Take a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back. Arms come overhead, slight back bend, look up. Exhale, bring your arms by your sides. So good. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, sit into chair. Hips go back and down. Keep the weight in your heels. Wrap the ribs in. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Start to shift the weight into your right foot and lift your left foot up off the mat. Keeping both knees bent, staying in a chair. We're going to shoot out into warrior three. Inhale. Exhale, shoot that left foot back and up, and the torso and the left leg come parallel to the mat. You can bring the hands together out in front, or you can fly the arms by your side. Hold it here for warrior three. Then bend the right knee and set the left foot down at the back of the mat, coming into crescent lunge. Arms come up. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale as you turn your back foot outward, bend your back knee. Arms come to a T for goddess pose. Good. Opening up. Both knees are bent. You're in a wide, low squat. Good. Heart is lifted. One more inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, turn back to the front of the room. Arms come overhead, back into your crescent lunge. Back leg straightens, right knee is bent. Inhale. And exhale, release your hands to the mat. Frame that right foot, step it back. Take your plank on your inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale as you shoot your hips up and back, tucking the toes. Down dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back, arms come overhead, slight back bend, look up. Exhale, release your arms by your sides. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hips go back and down, chair pose. Wrap the ribs in, bring the weight into the heels. You're strong, you're powerful, you're grounded. Start to shift the weight into the left foot as you lift the right foot up off the mat. Hold it for a breath. And then on your next exhale, shoot that right foot up and back, bringing the right leg and the torso parallel to the mat for warrior three. Either reaching out in front of you with your arms or perhaps flying them by your sides. One more breath here. Exhale as you bend your left knee and step the right foot to the back of the mat. Arms come overhead, crescent lunge. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. Exhale as you bend your back knee, turn that back foot outward, coming into your goddess squat, facing the right side of the room now. Both knees are bent, all 10 toes turn outward and arms come to a T. Feeling strong here. Keep the heart lifted, find the length in the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, turning back to the front of the room, finding crescent lunge, straightening that right leg, left knee is bent. Take another breath. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the mat, framing the left foot, step it back to meet your right, take your high plank, and then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend cobra or up dog. Exhale, shoot those hips up and back, taking your down dog. Good, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat, take the forward fold on your exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back, arms come overhead, look up, slight back bend. Exhale as you release your arms by your sides, Tadasana, mountain pose. Good, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step your feet to the back of the mat. High plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And then exhale as you shoot your hips up and back, taking your down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step that right foot in between your hands at the top of the mat. Raise your torso up and your arms coming into crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, open into warrior two, spinning that back heel down, arms come to a T. Good. Perhaps scoot that front foot in a little bit to ensure heel to arch alignment. Gaze over that right hand. Flip the right palm, reverse your warrior, bringing the right hand overhead, left hand comes to your leg. Breathe. Good. Come back up to warrior two. Slightly tilt your torso forward and then release that right elbow onto your right knee. Left arm comes up overhead to the ceiling. Stay here, or option two, reach that left arm over your head towards the front of the room. Option three, reach the right hand down to the inside of the right foot on the mat, coming in deep and low. And option four, bind, bringing that left arm behind your back, reaching under the hip and reaching the right hand under the thigh, joining the hands together behind the right thigh. Open your heart here. Open up the bind so that the right hand is reaching towards the mat and the left arm is reaching up, and then straighten the right leg, binding Trikonasana. You can bring your right hand to your shin here, or you can have it on the mat at the inside of the foot. It can even be higher. It can be up near your knee or your thigh, wherever you need it to be. Take another breath. Open up. And then look down at your right foot. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot as you bring your left hand to the mat. Right hand steps to the right side of your right foot, and the right foot goes to the back of the mat. Take your chaturanga on your exhale. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, hips go up and back as you tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up behind you. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands and lift your torso up. Raise your arms into crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, open up into warrior two, spinning that right foot down onto the mat. That heel comes down, gaze over the left fingertips. Keep breathing. On your inhale, flip your left palm towards the ceiling and then lift it up and over, reversing your warrior. Right hand comes to your right leg, left arm up overhead, find the back bend. And come back into warrior two. Slightly tilt the torso forward and release the left elbow onto the left knee. Right arm reaches towards the ceiling. Option two, reach that right arm overhead towards the front of the room. Remember, these are just options. You can stay in the first variation. Option three, reach that left palm down towards the mat on the inside of the left leg. Option four, find a bind, reaching the right arm up around your back behind you. Left arm comes to the inside and underneath your left thigh, and hands clasped together behind the left thigh. Open the heart. Release the bind. Arms lengthen. Right arm towards the ceiling, left arm towards the floor. Now straighten the left leg, coming in a Trikonasana, triangle pose. Bring the left hand onto your shin, or maybe higher, or perhaps keeping it grounded. Try to find really nice length here in your spine and openness between both of your shoulders. Then look down at your left foot. Pivot onto the ball of your right foot as you bend the left knee. Right hand releases to the mat. Left hand walks to the outside of your left foot and step the left foot to the back of the mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Take the back bend. Exhale as you shoot those hips up and back, tucking your toes. Downward facing dog. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lion's breath, sigh it out. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, move forward into plank. Exhale, take your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And then exhale, open your knees, send your hips back and down. Knees come down, child's pose. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Taking it down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, move forward and take a cobra pose. So bringing the hips down, arms come to the outside of the chest, pressing into the mat. Now reach the arms behind you and start to lift the torso up even more, lifting the head, the heart, and the shoulders. Good. Can you fly your feet up? Lifting the feet, lifting the knees, maybe the thighs. Come up nice and high, balancing on your hip bones. And then release to the mat. Press your hands into the mat beside your chest and push your hips up and back, opening the knees, coming into child's pose once more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your inhale, move forward into cobra, lifting those hips up and then setting them down on the mat. Hands are pressed into the mat at the outside of your chest. Lift your head, your heart, your shoulders. And then maybe fly your arms out in front of you this time. Just keep lifted. Perhaps lift your feet now, your knees, your thighs. Balancing on those hip bones, breathing in this pose. And then release to the mat. Arms come by the chest, press into the mat, and push back into your child's pose. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath here. Inhale. and exhale. Inhale, move forward like you're coming into cobra, but come all the way down onto the mat. Reach your arms behind you as you kick your feet towards your hips. And then reach back and see if you can grab your ankles or the tops of your feet. If you can't, just feel the feeling of reaching for them. All right, if you have your ankles or your feet grabbed, you're going to start lifting your head, your heart, your shoulders, then kick your feet into your hands and lift your knees up. If you're just reaching back, you can get that same feeling. Start to lift your knees up while reaching your arms back, even if you don't have your ankles bound by your hands. Keep breathing here. Take 2 more breaths here. Really trying to get high up in our bow pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release to the mat. Release the feet, hands press into the mat. Push back into your child's pose. One more breath here, almost done. All right, inhale as you lift your hips up, coming through tabletop. Cross your ankles behind you, walk your hands back, and set your hips down behind your feet. Uncross your feet in front of you and extend them towards the front of the room, finding Dandasana, our active sitting posture. Flex the feet towards you, lengthen the legs. Inhale and exhale. Inhale as you bend the right knee, bring it in towards you, and then step the right foot to the outside of the left leg. Either keep the left leg extended, or you can bend the left knee and bring that left heel in toward the outside of your right hip. And then slightly twist your body to the right and hook that left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Place the right hand on the mat behind you. Find your twist. Breathing, inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Come back to Dandasana. Stretch those legs out. Bend your left knee in towards your chest. Pick up the left foot, place it to the outside of the right leg, and either keep that right leg extended or bend it so that the heel comes to the outside of your left hip. Slightly twist your body to the left as you hook the outside of your right elbow on the outside of your left knee and place the left hand on the mat behind you. Twist your body. Find that beautiful twist in your spine, releasing any tension and stress. Trying to find length here as you twist. So you're not collapsing or rounding your spine. You're lifting while you move. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Untwist your body and release that left leg. Both legs come out on the mat. Good. Come back into Dandasana. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, folding over your legs. Walking your hands to the outside of your legs if you can't reach your toes. Otherwise, perhaps reaching your toes, perhaps binding your hands together underneath your feet. Maybe bringing your forehead to your knees. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands back so that you're in Dandasana again. Roll down onto your backs. Bring your knees into your chest and give them a big squeeze, keeping your back on the mat. The entire spine is grounded. Perhaps you can wrap your forearms around your shins. Maybe you have to lift your head to do that, but then bring your head back down to the mat. Get your neck long here. Get the base of your spine grounded. Pulling the knees in for Apanasana. Really massaging the internal organs here. This is so good for your digestion. Breathe here, perhaps feeling a little pinch in the hip flexors. That's okay, that's normal. We sit a lot, and getting into this really flexed position in our hips can be a lot for the front of the hips. So just allow yourself to breathe and focus on the breath so you can let go of any sensation you have. Keeping the right knee into your chest, extend the left leg long on the mat and flex the left foot so you can keep that left leg really grounded and rooted down. Now bring the right knee outward just a little bit so that the right thigh is on the outside of your right rib cage. Now continue to pull this knee in towards your chest, although now it'll be more like it's pulling in towards your armpit. So pull it down and in towards your armpit. Ardha Apanasana. And keeping the right knee in your left hand, extend your right arm long on the mat to the side, or you can have a cactus or goalpost shape if you can't extend it long. And now pull the right knee across your body to the left, finding a spinal twist. Try to ground the right shoulder down here. Come back to center. Release the right leg on the mat, and like the other side, I want you to flex that right foot so that that right leg really remains grounded and heavy on the mat. Bring the left knee into your chest. Avoid the rib cage, pulling it slightly outward so that you're like pulling it into your left armpit. Pull it down and in. Really feel that sensation. Now keep your right hand on your left knee, but extend your left arm to the side, or you can have a cactus or goalpost shape if you don't have a lot of space. And now pull the left knee across your body to the right, finding the spinal twist. Trying to keep that left shoulder melting into the mat. Beautiful. Return to center. Extend your left leg long on the mat and release both arms onto the mat or the floor beside the mat, palms face upward. Allow the feet to be as wide as the mat and let them just naturally drape open as they find their shape as you relax and release into the mat. Let the entire backside of your body feel heavy as you release and let go. And then knowing that we are here, we are connected, we are so grounded and feeling good after this practice, we're just going to let it integrate into our body as we rest in our final pose, Shavasana. And slowly come back into the space. And perhaps just notice the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. Bend your knees so that the soles of your feet come to the mat, and either roll to your left side and push up, or reach and grab under one knee or both to rock up, keeping your eyes closed. Find a seated position that feels comfortable in your body and allow your hands to release down onto your thighs or your knees. If you would like to take any mudra, please do so. And perhaps return to the intention you set at the beginning of class, or just to that mantra. I am powerful. I am grounded. I am secure. On your inhale, lift your arms up overhead. On the exhale, bring the palms to touch and then bring the shape down in front of your heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with us today. Namaste.